The proving ceremony hall roared with laughter. Tatsuya, 15, stood frozen as the fruit meter flatlined at 0. The gleaming display showed a single damning digit, 0. The boy had no fruit compatibility at all. Elders shook their heads. His mother turned away, unable to watch. The crowd's mockery echoed off marble columns.
There must be a mistake. Let me try again. I can fight.
But the chief elder's voice cut through like a blade.
Without a fruit, you are nothing. You are exiled to the labor docks. Never return.
3 years later, on the grimy docks, Tatsuya hauled cargo under the scorching sun, his hands raw and scarred. But inside, a fire still burned. He watched the fruit users walk by, their powers flashing, and he refused to accept his fate.
I will prove them wrong. Even without a fruit, I can become strong.
He tucked away a heavy crate and began training in secret. His fists, the only weapons he would ever need. Late one night, beyond the dockyards, Tatsuya found a secluded cove where the waves crashed against jagged rocks. There, laughing like a madman, an old man with wild gray hair swung a wooden staff at the empty air.
You've got the look of a boy who's been told he's worthless, but your fists tell a different story.
What do you know about it, old man? I can't use a fruit. I am nothing.
In reply, the old man turned and slammed his palm into a boulder, the size of a ship's hull. The rock split clean in two, cracks spiderwebbing from the impact. He hadn't used a single devil fruit power.
That wasn't a fruit. That was pure physical force. I can teach you to shatter mountains.
His hands didn't glow. What is this feeling? Could I really? Teach me. Whatever it takes, I'll do it.
And so, under the moonlit sky, Tatsuya knelt on the sand and became the student of the last master of a forgotten art. For 12 years, the beach became his forge. He punched boulders until his knuckles bled and healed countless times. He lifted stones heavier than ships, muscles tearing and rebuilding under Takeshi's watchful eye. He learned footwork that traced circles on water, leaving ripples not splashes.
Your body adapts too fast. It's as if you weren't born to be limited.
What does he mean? My whole life, labeled as 0.
One evening, he faced a boulder twice his height. One focused punch, and it exploded into gravel.
I've gotten strong, but enough to beat fruit users?
The world borrows power. The body has no limit. Only the mind. You might be proof.
Then I'll test it. The pirate trials, I can free Mika if I win.
At 18, Tatsuya's body was a weapon the world forgot, and he was ready to remind them. The colossal pirate trials arena overlooked the sea, thousands roaring as Tatsuya stepped onto the stone ring.
0 fruit compatibility. Don't waste my time. I'll bury you in one move.
I don't need borrowed power. Come.
Rook lunged, fist wreathed in devilish flames. Tatsuya sidestepped, the blaze grazing his tank top. Then, a single bandaged fist plunged forward. No glow, no element, just physics. The shockwave slammed Rook into the wall. He slumped, unconscious, before the crowd could finish their laugh. The announcement board flickered, then blazed. Winner, Tatsuya. Silence, then a roar of disbelief. A fruitless fighter had won.
Interesting. No fruit. Yet that force defies reason. I want him.
Tatsuya walked out of the arena, fists unwrapped, but ready. The underdog curiosity had just been born. In the stone corridor outside the arena, Lady Reina intercepted Tatsuya, her silver hair catching the torchlight.
That was remarkable. I am Lady Reina, talent scout for the Crimson Fleet. I can sponsor you.
Sponsor? What does she really want from me? Why help someone with 0 fruit compatibility?
Because I see potential the fruit-obsessed world ignores. But I need to know, why do you fight?
He hesitated, then spoke of Mika, his sister, still chained in the labor camp.
My sister, Mika. She's trapped in the cargo pits. The prize money will free her.
A noble reason. Win the quarterfinals, and I'll ensure her release. Fail, and I can't help you.
I won't fail.
With Reina's backing, Tatsuya advanced to the quarterfinals, his name now whispered in the arena halls. The quarterfinals began under blazing sun. Tatsuya faced a whirlwind user who could slice steel with compressed air. Tatsuya punched through the tornado-like barrier, his fist shattering the compressed air like glass. The shockwave sent the whirlwind pirate crashing into the arena wall, out cold. Winner, Tatsuya. The crowd's disbelief had shifted into something sharper: respect. By the next match, the mob chanted his name. A fruitless fighter had become the tournament's dark horse. He dismantled a stone skin user with 3 precise blows to pressure points, cracking the granite hide. The board flashed his name into the semifinals. In the private box, association officials stirred uneasily.
They're afraid. Without a fruit, I am breaking their system.
Before the semifinal, an official climbed into the ring, citing a forgotten rule: all fighters must possess a devil fruit. Tatsuya was declared ineligible. The crowd erupted in fury. Hundreds pounded the stone benches, chanting, "Let him fight." Under pressure, the officials relented. Tatsuya would fight in the semifinals. The semifinal match was announced. Captain Bourne, a scarred veteran whose steel-cutting fruit had felled 100 pirates.
You've got guts, kid. But guts don't stop my cutlass. I've gutted fruit users stronger than you.
Stronger? You've never faced someone who didn't borrow power. I'll break your blade and your pride.
Bourne lunged, his cutlass glowing with sharp energy. Tatsuya caught it on his forearm brace, sparks flying. He twisted and brought both fists down in an overhead smash, cratering the stone floor. The shockwave sent Bourne staggering, his armored coat tearing under the pressure. Tatsuya unleashed a relentless flurry, each punch cracking the air. Bourne collapsed unconscious. Winner, Tatsuya. The crowd erupted, but in the VIP box, Lady Reina did not cheer.
The Sea Council has taken notice. They view you as a threat to the entire fruit-based order.
Tatsuya's eyes narrowed. The real battle, the one for his very existence, was only beginning. That night, outside the arena walls, a shadow moved on the rooftop. Council assassins had come, a choked cry from the beach. Tatsuya sprinted through the darkness, fists already clenched. He found Master Takeshi kneeling in the sand, 2 masked figures with blades drawn. Blood seeped through the old man's robes. With a roar, Tatsuya hurled himself at the assassins. One punch shattered a blade, another caved in a mask. He cradled his master's head. The wound was too deep.
Listen, Tatsuya, the mater didn't fail. Your 0 was infinity. The scales simply wrapped around. I was the last infinite, hunted 2 centuries ago. Now they will come for you. Never eat a fruit, it would cap you forever.
Infinite. All this time, I wasn't broken, I was limitless.
Master Takeshi's hand fell limp. The last infinite was gone, leaving Tatsuya alone with a secret that could shake the world. By dawn, a decree echoed from the council chamber. The fruitless heretic Tatsuya would be executed in the finals. In the shadowed council chamber, Tatsuya stood before the high seats, his master's wooden staff clutched tight.
Eat this devil fruit, boy. Cap your power and live. Or die tonight by Admiral Kor's hand.
Master Takeshi's dying words echoed. Never eat a fruit. It would cap me forever. I refuse. I won't borrow what was never mine. My fists are enough.
The council members shot to their feet, voices overlapping in fury. Heretic, you seal your own execution. Tatsuya turned his back on them and strode toward the arena tunnel, footsteps echoing through stone.
Let them call me 0. That 0 will break their champion.
The crowd's murmur was a storm of doubt and hidden hope. As he emerged into the torchlit ring, he stepped into the arena, the crowd's roar dying to a tense whisper. A condemned man under judgment. Behind him, the council's offered fruit lay smashed on the stone, its power unclaimed. The floating platform over the churning sea crackled with lightning as Admiral Kor stepped forward.
So the 0 fruit rat made it to my ring. I'll snap your bones, one by one, one by one.
Kor lunged. Tatsuya twisted, the golden fist grazing his ribs. The air screamed. A stomp shattered the stone beneath Tatsuya, hurling him into the barrier wall. Blood sprayed.
Too fast. His power is like a hurricane. Can I even reach him?
Core toyed with him, unleashing energy blasts that carved trenches into the platform.
This is why fruits rule. Raw flesh is nothing against borrowed divinity.
Tatsuya pushed himself up, arms trembling. His bandages were soaked red.
Master said the body has no limit. I have to believe. I am infinite.
He stood again, fists raised, broken, but not finished. Tatsuya's feet traced the forgotten patterns, circles on water, now sliding across cracked stone, finding gaps. He dodged a golden blast by a finger's width, the heat singing his tank top. Yet he didn't flinch.
Master's voice echoed. The body remembers. Move before the thought.
His bandaged fist snapped forward, a flicker jab to Core's ribs. No windup, just physics. Core grunted, more from surprise than pain, as the shockwave rippled his gold cape.
You actually touched me? A gnat with a pebble.
In the stands, thousands inhaled at once. The impossible was becoming possible. Tatsuya pressed, weaving between energy blasts, each counter landing a little harder, a little faster.
His rhythm, it's adapting. No matter, I'll just crush him faster.
Core's aura flared like a second sun, the platform trembling. The real fight was about to begin.
You forced my hand, insect. Witness the forbidden art, divine ruin.
Core's muscles swelled, veins alight. The platform splintered, chunks spiraling into the sea. Tatsuya's bandages unwound in the gale, whipping like white serpents. His knuckles radiated blistering white heat.
My fists. They're burning, but not from damage. It's like they're releasing something.
They clashed, a shockwave flattening the churning sea below into a momentary glass plane. In the technical booth, a fruit meter needle quivered, then spun wildly, sparks jumping from its casing. Technicians shouted over each other. This isn't a fruit signature. What is that, boy?
Your glow. It's not fruit-born. What abomination are you?
Even he feels it. The meters must be going crazy. My zero. It's shaking the system.
The Technican's screen went red with error codes. Energy readings from the ring had no known origin.
That glow. It's not fruit-born. Zero isn't empty. It's an overflow. He's infinite.
She rose, a subtle hand signal to her agents scattered among the crowd. Prepare to move against the council. Below, Tatsuya and Core launched at each other. Fist met fist with a detonation that swallowed sound. A flash bleached the arena white. Spectators shielded their eyes. The sea itself recoiled, silence. Then dust parted. Tatsuya stood, one fist extended, knuckles steaming. The main display behind them crackled, its data fracturing into garbled nonsense. Sparks showered the arena.
What is that? Shut down the feeds.
It's happening. The world is about to see what I really am.
Core stumbled back, his golden aura flickering. For the first time, fear crept across his face. The screen's garbled data began to stabilize, a new symbol struggling to form. The crowd held its breath. The cracked screen flared, and the symbol resolved, a glowing infinity mark, pulsing over the arena like a second heartbeat. A collective gasp. Thousands of mouths fell open. The announcers' voices cracked into static. The fruit meters across the stadium overloaded simultaneously, their glass facades shattering in a cascade.
Impossible. The scale wrapped. He's not zero. He's infinite. Stop the match.
The other council members recoiled, their authority dissolving into the roar of the crowd below.
Zero was never empty. It was just the beginning. I am infinite, and I will never eat a fruit.
A roar erupted, not of shock, but of defiance. Let him fight. The infinity must stand.
Infinity? Then I'll crush infinity.
Tatsuya stood amidst the chaos, fists steaming, a living contradiction to everything the fruit-based world believed. Admiral Core, humiliated before the world, gathered the last of his power. The final strike would not be a match. It would be an execution, or a revolution.
Divine ruin, final cataclysm. Let the sea swallow your bones.
A beam of condensed devastation erupted, wide as a fortress wall, bearing down on Tatsuya.
Mika, Master, For every soul crushed by fruit worshippers, this punch.
He drove his right fist forward. No hesitation. The bandaged knuckles became a comet of white-hot friction. Fist met beam. The collision shredded the platform, stone slabs spiraling into the sea. Light swallowed everything. The sea turned white. The sky vanished, and all sound died. Silence. Then, a lone figure emerging from the smoke. Tatsuya, arm extended, fist still smoking. Admiral Kor's golden shield had shattered. He stood frozen, a crater in his chest where the punch had landed. The Sea Emperor's champion swayed, then crashed face-down onto the ruined stone. Unconscious, Tatsuya lowered his fist. No fruit, no borrowed power. One bandaged punch had broken the divine. The silence shattered. From the VIP box, Lady Reina rose, her voice cutting through the chaos.
Sea Council, for the genocide of the Infinitites 2 centuries ago and the attempted murder of Tatsuya, you are under arrest.
Her agents, disguised among the guards, seized the council members. Chief Zephyr struggled against his cuffs, screaming,
You can't do this. The Fruit Order will collapse without us.
The crowd, no longer spectators, stormed the VIP area. Thousands surged forward, not to riot, but to witness justice. In the center of the ruined platform, Tatsuya's legs buckled. He caught himself on a chunk of stone, chest heaving.
Master, we did it. They're seeing it now. The body had no limit.
The infinity symbol still blazed on the screen above. The chant started low, then swelled. Tetsuya, Lady Reina, from the balcony, raised her hand. The crowd quieted. This man, she called, is the first infinite of a new era. Tatsuya lifted his fist, and the roar that answered shook the very stone of the arena. The old order had crumbled. While the arena roared above, Tatsuya descended into the dim labor pits, where guards fumbled to unlock shackles. Among the freed workers, a girl with messy black hair and tired gray eyes stumbled forward, disbelieving.
Tatsuya, I heard they sentenced you to death. I thought I'd never see you again.
Never again. I won. You are free now, Mika. No more crates. No more chains.
He pulled her into an embrace, the irons still dangling from her wrists. For a moment, nothing else existed.
He really did it. My big brother, with just his fists. The world has to see now.
Far above, the chained Chief Zephyr screamed curses at the crowd, but his voice drowned in the chants of Tatsuya.
Listen to them. They're shouting your name, not cursing it. You changed everything.
Number. We changed it. You kept me fighting. Now let's go see the old man. He'd want us to stand together.
Together, brother and sister emerged into the bright arena light, where a new world was waiting to be built. 1 week later, on the hidden beach, Tatsuya stood before a mound of stones, his master's grave. He thrust Takeshi's wooden staff into the earth, its grain worn smooth by decades of grip.
I'll carry the name Zero proudly, Master. It means infinite potential, not emptiness.
Mika, in a clean dress, watched from the tree line, her eyes still carrying the exhaustion of years.
He believed in me when the world called me worthless. His legacy won't die.
A faint image of the old man shimmered above the staff, smiling, proud, then faded into the sea breeze.
Let's go. We have a world to change.
Together. Big brother. Always.
They walked side by side, footprints trailing toward the rising sun, leaving the old world behind. The staff stood alone on the grave, a silent testament that Zero was never the end. Leaving the grave behind, they walked to the old dock where a small crowd had gathered at dawn. Word of the infinite had reached even the outlying ports. They watched in silence, hope and disbelief mingled.
They're all looking at you, brother. Like you are already a story they'll tell their children.
Then let them tell it right. Not about a chosen one. About a boy too stubborn to quit.
He glanced at his own fists, now bare. The bandages were gone, replaced by thick calluses, each one a memory. The zero on his back, once a mark of shame, now gleamed in the rising sun, a symbol reborn. Together, They stepped onto a small boat, its sail billowing toward the open sea. The crowd didn't cheer. They simply watched, knowing they had witnessed the birth of something new. And so the legend spread, not of a devil fruit, but of a zero that shattered an emperor with bare knuckles. The boy who was told he had nothing had taught the world that true strength has no measure. The small boat cut through gentle waves, its sail fat with a steady wind. Days passed in quiet peace. The sea there rode, they sighted land. A green island, untouched by docks or flags. A place without proctors or fruit meters. Tatsuya jumped barefoot into the shallows and helped Mika step onto dry land, her feet sinking into sand.
No chains. No screaming overseers. I'd almost forgotten what silence sounds like.
This is what I fought for. A world without borrowed miracles. Only what we build with our own hands.
Elsewhere, the news of the council's arrest spread. In a dozen ports, pirate lords debated, could a fruitless era truly begin? The announcement boards that had once marked him zero now displayed a simple decree: fruit compulsion abolished. But on that island, Tatsuya knelt in the sand, striking the same old stance. A student forever, even without a master. His fist still split rock, but now it carried no anger, only purpose. Every shard that fell was a lesson remembered. The infinite was never a number. It was a choice. To keep standing, keep building, keep refusing to be nothing. Weeks folded into months. On the green island, Tatsuya built a hut of palm and driftwood, his fists hammering beams into place.
You could use a hammer, you know, but I suppose your fists have always been enough.
Old habits die hard. Besides, every strike is practice. The body forgets if you let it rest.
Mika planted seeds in the rich soil. She laughed, a sound she hadn't made in years, when the first shoots broke through.
This is what Master saw. Not just a fighter, but a life unshackled. I'll protect it with everything I've built.
Each evening, he returned to the shore and faced a boulder, the same old ritual, now without anger. Fists met stone, and the world held its breath. He was no longer proving himself to a world that demanded fruit. He was proving that the body, when forged, can reshape reality.
The legends will only grow. But here, you are just my brother who breaks rocks, and that's enough.
Enough is more than I ever expected. But I'll keep training. Not for war, for the day this peace is threatened.
And so, on a nameless island, the Infinite and his sister built not an empire, but a home. The zero on his back was no longer a mark, it was a promise. Years passed like gentle tides. The island remained unnamed on any map, but sailors whispered of it in taverns. The home of the Zero King, Tatsuya, now in his mid-20s, still wore the same tattered tank top. Its zero faded but never forgotten.
Mika, look, the fish are jumping. Dinner, if you are hungry.
You'll catch them with your bare hands again, won't you? Show off.
He laughed, a sound once rare, and his fist tapped a rock by habit. The boulder cracked, a spiderweb of fractures spreading like a laugh line. Far across the seas, the world had changed. The council's fall rippled outward. Fruit compulsion ended, and a generation began to ask, what can we become without borrowing? Lady Reyna's voice became a beacon of reform, but she never revealed where the infinite had gone. Only a letter, delivered by Gull, reached the island once. A simple note, thank you. The world is listening.
Master, you'd be proud. We didn't burn the old world down. We just outgrew it.
And on that nameless island, a man with a zero on his back stood at the water's edge, watching the sunrise with the sister he had freed. No fruit had ever tasted as sweet as this peace. The infinite was never a number. It was a choice to keep standing, keep building, keep refusing to be nothing. And the boy born with zero fruit had proven that the body, when forged with will, can punch through heaven itself.